Welcome to Praize Education Consult, your gateway to academic excellence. Experience personalized home tuition, expert homeschooling, and cutting-edge in-service training for teachers. Transform your educational journey today. For inquiries, contact us on JO 2431 JO 2369. Let's unlock your potential together.
Miss Maame Essie Eduaa Konah, mostly called Miss Ada, believes that the brain must work always. Therefore, one must keep learning and exploring each day. Retired from the classroom teaching after 21 years of practice, she spent 11 years with a foreign curriculum in Merton International School, British International School, and Association International School. She spends much time studying about how students behave as they move from one academic level to the other. Currently, exploring the effects of the interest in social media on students, she aspires to be a great mathematician. She is an entrepreneur and holds a master's degree in mathematics, a bachelor's degree in basic education, mathematics and science. She has a 3-year teacher certificate A, now SDA College of Education. She quotes, "Life is how you make it, therefore make it the way you want it."
Or we also call them the linguistic learner. These are another interesting group of people. These are intellectuals. They are bookworm. They are good storytellers. They seek careers in journalism, writing, administration, law, and you can know the ones that they talk plenty. Some of we teachers, we are also in that category because we love to talk, or we talk to be paid. Yeah. Let's look at a little bit about them. This learner uses spoken or written words to learn new things. So they can talk from morning till closing. And you will be itching. You will be wondering, why do you talk like that? Yes, they are learning. So let them talk. Some are more of talking. In this group, some talk more and write less. Some are also reading types and the writing types. They will bury their head in the book, and when they raise their head, they can tell you from start to finish. They write so well. They have good handwriting. They can read, talk, and when you tell them to write, they will produce it for you. We are looking at the verbal learner here. They learn best through the words they hear, best as opposed to just hearing in general, like the auditory learner. You realize when Madame was speaking, the auditory learner listens, prefers you read to them, maybe they read back and all that. But these ones, they learn through that. They don't just listen, but they listen and then they hear you very well and they move on with that. They know the meaning of a broad category of words, can use them effectively, and actively seek out new words to add to their repertoire. You realize that you have this child, you said, I don't know when this boy started school, speaking big English at home, new words that you, the parents, when they speak to you, you have to find out the meaning, or you have to ask them, what do you mean by this word? And I tell you, they'll give you a perfect explanation of that. You are looking at a verbal learner. So don't tell your child you talk too much. Yes, as they talk, they are learning. They are naturally drawn to languages. So you see that your 2-year-old child can speak 4 languages, a language that you cannot speak. He hears the neighbor speaking, and I tell you, they can just pick it up and speak it. That is a verbal learner for you. Have a fascination with words and tend to learn new words easily. Yeah, usually possesses a rich vocabulary. So when they are speaking, a small child speaking with so much words, so much vocabulary. When you are asked to maybe give a small intro or something, you use your simple English. Then this child comes, speaks so much English, so much words. When you sit to look at them too, they really fit in and they make sense. You are looking at a verbal learner over there. They tend to flourish in reading and writing activities. They tend to enjoy games involved in word plays such as Scrabble and crossword. So your little boy will say, let's play Scrabble. Meanwhile, you cannot wrap your head around it, but that is it. They learn through all this. They are, as I said, they're often gifted with new languages. Once you speak 1, 2, they just speak it like that. They ask a lot of questions and have excellent verbal expressions. They can ask you questions when everyone, so you sit in class, say, why is it that you are the only one asking questions? What are the others doing? They ask questions. These are children who don't care. You take them to programs, and by the time you realize they are speaking to presidents, ministers, people that you cannot even get close to them. They just walk to them and they start conversing with them. In our society, when your children do that, we pull them and you say, we am penning them. No, that is a verbal learner for you. That is how they learn. They are bold, they walk out and they speak and they gather information through that. They enjoy reading, whether it's to themselves or to others. So you see that some of the things are overlapping in other group. Yes. They can, so when it is exams, you say silent work, everybody keep quiet. Yet you hear somebody at the background whispering. So you'll be, who is talking in the exam hall? They are reading the questions to themselves to get a better understanding. That is how, not that they are talking to somebody. They have to read out their question to themselves, read their answer as they write it. That is a verbal learner for you, and they will do excellently well. They dislike silence and then enjoy participating in study groups. So the opposite of a solitary learner. They would want, the moment you say, Madam, can we be in groups? Can we form groups? The moment it comes to see friends over there, say, can we make a small group? Can we play together? That is a verbal learner. That is how they learn together. If you sit them somewhere, you are worrying them. They tend to do better with word problems in math as opposed to equations. So when you give them story problems, they love it. They can answer the questions, work it out for you. But when you come and say, okay, solve it, A plus B minus C is equal to Q. How do you solve it? They can wrap their head around it, but form it, put it in a story form. So you come 1 + 1, 2. It doesn't make sense to them. They want you to say, my mother gave me 1 apple. When I came to school, my friend also gave me another apple. Now, how many apples do I have? And fast, they will answer it for you instead of going to write those equations to bore them. They enjoy talking about what they read and easily remembers quotes and rhymes. So you see that you say something today, next week, and they are quoting you. You might even have forgotten, or sometimes remember you say, Madam, last week you said this, then they quote you. Be mindful when you are dealing with this type of children because they will quote you for your words. So when the parents bargain with them at home, when you do this, I'll give you this. 3 months later, they will remind you that, Mommy, you said months ago, you said when I do this, you do this for me, but you never fulfilled your promise.